Hello everybody, this is the Johnny Mayor, and welcome to my second stream. I am streaming again, as you can see, the game Hearthstone. And basically, we're going to be doing a little bit more ranked play on the North American ladder. This time I'm not going to be playing my handlock deck. I'm going to be playing a brand new deck that's kind of gotten pretty popular since the release of the brand new expansion, Goblins vs. Gnomes, and that is a Mech Mage. So in the past, Mage has been traditionally one of two types. That is a Death Rattle Mage, which is a little bit more of an aggro deck. And then the other type is a Freeze Mage, which is just a stall mage deck until you get some really powerful spells and basically kill your enemy all in one burst. Since Goblins vs. Gnomes, they released a brand new set of creatures called Mechs. And that has kind of changed how mages have been played, and there's one particular person who's talked about the fact and kind of created a deck around the mechs that's sort of taken over the mages, and now most people run a Mech Mage deck. So this is the fairly standard Mech Mage deck with some small tweaks to it, and I'm actually going to be tweaking it a little bit further. And basically, I do want to talk about the fact that I did open up a couple new legendaries. So last time I showed off the legendaries that I had, I wanted to get Archmage Antonidas, I think his name is, for this deck, although I ended up taking him out anyway. So I bought a gift card for 15 packs, and with the intention of trying to get Archmage Antonidas. And what happened was I actually got a Golden Crush, which is awesome. Mainly because, not that Crush is necessarily a great card, although he certainly helped me in off-stream, off-recording actually, when I just won a game with him, but basically he was worth 3,200 dust, so I was able to use, or 1,600 dust, so I was able to use that to craft a legendary, so I was totally intending of crafting Archmage Antonidas, but what I ended up doing is actually getting Antonidas in those 15 packs somehow. The RNG gods loved me, apparently. So I ended up crafting a legendary from Goblins vs. Gnomes, and that is Dr. Boom. Now, I played both styles of deck, one with Archmage and one with Boom, and I kind of like the Boom deck better. It's a little bit more fun to play. So the deck I'm going to be playing today is a basic mech deck with a few small changes to it. And I'll go over those changes in a sec. I do want to add one more card to it. It's actually a pretty expensive card. There he is. So I'll run down the deck list so you can kind of see it and kind of get an idea of what I'm going to be playing. So most of the creatures in this deck are mechs. We have a very basic 1 mana drop mech called the Clockwork Gnome, who gives you a spare part when he dies. Pretty nice. We have Cogmaster, which has 3/2 stats if you have a mech in play. Again, pretty nice value for the cost. Mage has pretty typical burst damage spells, so we have a Frostbolt, which does 3 damage and also freezes a character, either a minion or a hero, so that allows you to stop, delay a powerful creature, or kill one, or just do 3 damage. We have one of the most annoying creatures in the game right now, appropriately named Annoyatron. It was a 1/2 with Taunt and Divine Shield. He can suck up a lot of damage, and his battle voice is also very annoying. This is the key to this deck, Mech Warper. And so Mech Warper allows you to put out a ton of mechs at a lower cost. You can actually end up flooding the board on your side with a lot of mechs if you can get Mech Warper into the game and actually keep him alive. So that's the main goal of kind of the early game. Another great card that was added in Goblins vs. Gnomes is Snow Chugger, which is a freezing card. Again, a mech, but a much cheaper version of a mech, so I'll be using him as well. Harvest Golem's been around for a while, but they changed him to a mech class, so now he's really good with this deck. Very good synergy. We have Spider Tank, great stats for 3 mana. We have Tinkertown Technician, who just, if you do have a mech in play, he gets a little stat boost and also gives you a spare part, and I'll go over that when we actually start playing the game. We have Fireball, standard mage class, burst spell, 6 damage, pretty awesome. We We have another new card from Goblins vs. Gnomes. A lot of these are new cards. That's the Blast Mage. And so it's a 5/4 for 4, which is pretty awesome stats, but as long as you have a mech in play, he'll also do 4 damage that's randomly split among enemy characters, so that's a lot of value there. We have Mech Yeti, pretty strong card. Piloted Shredder, another strong card. This deck is all about value. We have Azura Drakes, which give you extra spell damage. You can actually boost your magic spells, and they give you card draw, which is always good. We have Lotheb to block spells. It makes them more expensive. We have Dr. Boom to blow things up, and also to do a lot of damage if we can get him out and keep him alive. He generally dies pretty quickly. And in fact, most of the cards in this deck die pretty quickly, so that's why a small tweak that I've done is added Kel'Thuzad. And this is a card that is pretty awesome. It's a very late game card, but if you can get him out onto the board with any type of creatures on the board on your side, what happens is he just keeps respawning them over and over again, so you can keep using them. So this is a great, great card, and this has the potential to really make this deck amazing if I can play it correctly and get good draws. So that is the basic structure of the deck as constructed. We'll play a couple games with it, kind of see how it goes, see if I can rank up any, and, you know, after that, basically, if you want me to continue to play with it, we'll do that, or if you want me to switch decks and play with something else, that's fine. For those of you that were here or watched my other stream, I was at rank 12-ish, now I'm up to 10, and we'll be switching to the mech deck, and let's get into a game. So again, I'm going for legend rank, which means that I need to get above rank 1. So I've still got 9 more ranks to go. And this is my least favorite matchup. Control Warrior. I'm going to keep that opening hand. And yes, mech deck does roll off the tongue. So when you face Warrior, your freezing spells and mechs are really important. So Snow Chugger is a good one.
Hello.
That's because warriors like to use a lot of weapons, and if you freeze the warrior, they can't use their weapons. So now he will actually be frozen next turn as well, so he will not be able to use his weapon on my Mech Warper. But he can execute it if he really wants to use one this early. Wow. Alright, well, he was concerned about that. Let's see if that comes back to haunt him. So warriors are known for building armor up, which is that little stat above their health. And also using weapons to take out creatures. And then what they do is they basically try to stall over and over and over again until the late game. And then they just throw out a bunch of legendary cards that are like super valuable and devastating. Yeah, we'll just do that. It's a pretty powerful deck, but it's a deck that's really designed for people who are basically spending a ton of money on this game. It doesn't really have a bad matchup, per se. But the deck is really hard to build because, again, it requires a lot of dust to create the cards and or a lot of money to buy packs.
I can take the hit.
So it's really for people who have basically been around the game for like a really long time. Let's try our Blast Mage. That was not too helpful. Yeah, let's kill it. I hate doing this, but... How do you like that Annoyatron? It's annoying. To the face! Goodbye, all that armor. Of course, he'll probably just use armor block, which will give him 5, and then he'll shield slam, but that'll use up his second shield slam. Ah, Gorehowl. Interesting. Very interesting.
Something needs tinkering?
Well, this is actually going fairly well. We'll see if it continues. They have a lot more tricks up their sleeve that they can pull off. Second, execute. Yes. But on the plus side, he only has 2 cards left in his hand. So, we can do this. And that. Throw out another Azura Drake. And then, of course, we'll throw out our Annoyatron. Hello, hello, hello. Maybe I should mimic the voice. That would make it so much better, right? Yeah. That doesn't scare me. Maybe it should, but it doesn't. Tempted to play Kalthazad. No. Let's develop our board. That's fine. Well, that might have been stupid, but oh well. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Alright, well, I think I've lost.
Minions, servants, soldiers of the cold dark, obey the call.
I don't have enough mana.
Well, I didn't get any burn damage. So I needed my fireballs. I needed my ice blocks, or not ice blocks, frost bolts, whatever they are. Yep, that's fine.
You win this one.
Not a good start. Played stupid. Let's get the bad plays out of the way early, and then maybe we can play a little bit better. So in retrospect, I should have played Kel'Thuzad when I didn't, instead of throwing out all those minions. And I shouldn't have cast all those spells, because, of course, I didn't realize that that would happen, because I was dumb, and didn't realize what the card did. And another warrior. Fantastic.
You asked for it.
Because everyone has to play warrior. That's okay. Maybe we'll have a nice run of losing, where it's all warriors. Hey, what a shock! Fiery War Axe. Amazing!
Powering up. Portal online. It's time for a little blood.
That's actually a different play, and somewhat surprising.
Engage.
Not many warriors run these little enraged creatures. Some of them do. It's more of an aggressive deck. And that's mainly people who don't have the dust to build all the legendaries. And I'm being serious, like, a traditional warrior deck has like 6 or 7 legendaries in it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's time for a little blood.
Well, let's see if we can get lucky here. Almost got lucky. That would have been so sweet to take out both of them. But, oh well.
Some still fun.
Sludge Belcher. One of the most annoying cards in the game, besides Annoyatron, of course. I'm actually using my Blue Yeti this week, so let me know how the sound quality is. I hope it's better. It wasn't terrible last time with my headset, but there's a reason why I stopped using my headset consistently.
Something needs tinkering? Something needs tinkering.
Yeah, let's throw them both out there. He might just brawl, but we'll see. You can't beat a 4/4 for 3. That's pretty good without any strings attached. I mean, he's just gonna most likely hit one of them with his axe, but we'll still have another one unless he executes it, which he might do. or shield block it.
My blade be thirsty.
Yeah, this is definitely an aggressive.
Let the pain speak to me.
Well.
Something needs tinkering?
Job's done.
Man, we are stockpiling these spare parts. I've got 4 of them. What you got?
Charge forward!
Alright.
Some slow fun.
Guy's getting a little out of control. How about a burn spell of some kind? For frick's sake. Well, we're gonna Dr. Boom, because I have no other options. And then we're gonna try to... Guess I should have hit the Sludge Belcher before I ran my spider in and did that little exchange. Again, no frost bolts, no fireballs, nothing.
Armor made to fit.
Back to work.
Well, that thing did work. GG. Not much I can do about that. We might have to switch X. No, I'll keep playing this. When I played it earlier today, I went 5-1, so I didn't play any warrior though. Like I said, warrior is not a great matchup. Unless you're playing a more control-y deck. Oh, what a surprise! Another warrior deck.
You asked
Maybe I should change the name of this stream to Ranked Play Against Warriors. This is like the Hunters of Yore. And/or lore. Whatever the term is.
Job's done.
On the plus side, I do have a spell. That's nice.
Let the pain speak to me.
Wow, a couple spells. Did I squelch you? I did. I do it so quick I don't even pay attention to it anymore. What you got? Hmm? Gonna execute? Oh, shield slam. Interesting. Not sure that was the correct play, but whatever.
Something needs tinkering?
Indeed it does. Let's freeze you so that you cannot use your Death Bite axe that I'm sure you have in your hand. This will force him to play Sludge Belcher. I could actually predict what's going to happen. And so what we'll do is we'll Fireball. We'll kill. We'll Tinker down. And we will cloak our Tinkertown Technician. So that he can't use his axe on him.
I can take the hit.
Okay.
For Tinkertown!
Now we'll run in. Ping. Throw out Chugger and a Spider Tank. So basically trying to keep the board clear. Warriors don't usually have a huge board. They usually play 1 or 2 minions at a time. Nice.
I am ready.
So this again is another great opportunity for him to use Brawl or Armor Block. What Brawl does is it causes every enemy to go into a random free-for-all, I guess, and it only allows one of them to live. Costs 5 mana. I feel fairly good about this because we have a Fireball in our hand.
I can take the hit.
I feel less good about it. No, I have Lethal. That's fine. So Fireball gets an extra damage because of our Drake. We hit. We hit. We hit. And Dr. Mansteel is going to take it like a man. Alright. 1 and 2. Much better draw that time. See if you can draw your burn damage. You can do okay. Even against the OP warrior class. Let's see if we can win once more, get back to even, 50%. And hey, maybe we can actually get above 50%. Just maybe I can get to rank 9. Yeah, Zarv, I know, you're a huge Malagos fan. Malagos is so late game though, but it is awesome. Uh-oh, a Golden Hunter. Everyone's favorite.
Asked for it.
And that is a crappy starting hand. Thanks, Jave. That's not much better. Anoitron is nice. So I think the class you're going to see the most goldens of is Hunter and Warlock, just because those are the aggression classes traditionally. Ooh, no turn 1 play, huh? That's fine with me.
I am ready.
Yes, the curse of the Hunter has broken the curse of the Warrior. So traditionally what will happen here is they'll throw out an Undertaker, which is a 1-cost minion that gets buffed whenever you play a creature that has Death Rattle. And then they'll play a 1-mana Death Rattle creature like a Web Spinner. Or they'll use Arcane Shot, which very few do. But whatever. Alright, so maybe this is more of a control-y Hunter. So let's see. We'll throw out our Spider Tank. I agree, Golden Hunter does look pretty awesome, Zarb. The Golden of any class looks cool. I think the coolest, though, are the Paladin and the Shaman, though, because they get tokens for their hero power. And so they get little golden tokens. Oh yeah, Control Hunter confirmed. Interesting. We're gonna Noyatron. Yeah, I'm not sure what this guy's doing. We'll see, I guess. Again, he must be playing more Control-y Hunter, which even the mid-range Hunter still is pretty aggressive. There is a Control Hunter deck out there right now that some people are using that uses a lot of legendaries, but very few Hunters play it.
Powering up. Portals online.
Uh-huh. That's bad. That's traditionally a card Hunter plays, the Haunted Creeper, because it's a beast. And Hunter has a couple cards that are buffed by using beast creatures. So that's not good. Hey, Chozo. And yeah, hello to everybody. Quite a few people in the chat. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I really do appreciate it.
Engage.
Not a great turn for me, but I had to clear it. Yes. Hey, I'm 1-2 against them, for the record. Next turn we boom. Uh-oh. It's the new Hunter Legendary. Change of plans. We gotta take that thing out as quickly as possible. Assuming he doesn't clear my board. Here's the problem with that minion. It doubles its attack every time it takes damage.
I'll show them. I'll show them all. Let the pain
Jeez.
speak to me.
Could use a fireball. Or not.
What to do? What to do?
Oh, man. So all he has to do is take out Boom and hit his Grazilla with some sort of ability, and that'll boost it to 24. So if he has Arcane Shot or something that does damage, which it seems likely considering what he's doing, then he wins. Or he's going to run into the bomb, but he can't because Boom's in the way. Chozo, yeah, pretty standard. Oh man, really?
I'll show them. I'll show
Gotta have a spell. Yeah, that's the game. Unless my bomb... Oh, the bombs! I still had a chance with the bombs! If that second bomb would have hit him. RNG gods, paying me back for giving me my legendary that I wanted. And saying, guess what? We're gonna hit you for frickin' 48 damage to the face. I was so close. I had a 1 in 4 chance of succeeding there. Well, actually, less than that because a bomb can do 1 damage. I needed it to do 2. So it had to hit, which was a 1 in 4, and then it had to do at least 2 damage, which was 3 out of 4.
Jane versus Thrall. For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
We'll get rid of that. That's a good starting hand. I love it when they try to play before the game lets them.
Ready.
That's fine. Yeah, Grazilla is pretty crazy if it can actually get going. The problem with it is it's very easy to take out. Like, for example, if I would have, you know, gotten a fireball or even an ice bolt or something like that, I could have killed it pretty easily. A frost bolt, I mean. Let's clear this board. That's an annoying card.
Powering up. Portals online.
I am ready.
I can fix anything. Why is this an annoying card? Because it has Wind Fury, which means it can attack twice per turn. So if he puts a Rock Biter on it, which is an ability that the Shaman has to increase attack by 3, that can do 12 damage to us in 1 turn. But that's fine, then I'll just kill it. But that's still pretty crazy burst damage. Come on, madam. Heavily thinking. Not sure what that card is. It's like, what is this card? I put this deck together, but I have no idea what this card is. How did it end up in my deck? Not sure. Now, if he was smart, he would take out my Mech Warper. But he's not smart. I don't mind people who aren't smart.
I'll fix you. For Picazad, give me his. I can fix anything.
Engage.
The piloted Shredder has another little combo, which is that it summons a random 2-cost minion. So it can be any creature in the game that's 2 cost.
I'll fix you.
So sometimes you get something really good. A lot of the time you don't, though. That's the big thing about GVG,
Can I help you, sir?
is that that's not going to help you unless you play another... Okay. Wow, you got 1 card out of that.
Let me get back.
Jeeves is a cool card, in general. I mean, he's dead,
I'll fix you.
but he's a cool card. Not a very good play on his part, or her part. Username Madam, playing a male character, and I'm a guy playing a female character. Of course. Makes sense. Okay. So,
Master wishes.
ooh, yes. As the master wishes indeed. Anyway, let's do that. Let's kill it. I want you to die.
I'll fix you.
So, main kind of goal of the game is, of course, to get your enemy down to 0 life, but you also want to maintain board presence. Jeez. You have 1 card left. Yeah. So, they were in a lot of trouble. Nice. Got my 3rd win. Finally get some gold, and we gotta get 2 more levels to get our next card. Alright, so let's try one more game and see if we can get back to 500 for the night. And then I'll call it for the actual recording. And then once the recording's done, I'll let it open to anyone in the chat if you want to suggest any of the decks that I have. If you want to see me play a particular deck that I actually have the cards for, I can try to show it off and I'll play a couple games. No warrior. No warrior. Ooh.
Jane!
Mirror matchup.
You asked for it.
I've played someone with this username before.
Tear you apart.
That's a pretty good starting hand. So we're potentially going to see Mech against Mech.
I can fix anything.
Who gets the better draw? Annoyatron? Oh, Snow Chugger. That's fine. Goodbye, Snow Chugger. Well, it's true. I could duel if you wanted to, Jave. But remember, we have that on tap for something else.
I'll fix you.
A special secret program. Not sure I want to play that. It's just gonna die. Well, it does force him to use 2 mana. Thus keeping a minion off the board, potentially. I don't think I'm friends with Hutch. At least through battle.net. But yeah, that's fine. I qualified it with through battle.net. Hutch and I are tight. Broskies. Jeez. My poor Azura Drake. I'm not trying to make you cry, Hutch. We're pals!
Hurry up! Portals online!
Well... let's try our own. Poor guy. Hmm. That's what I said.
I can fix anything.
Alright, let's see what you got. If you got Flame Strike, I might start crying. But the mech techs don't usually run it. Ooh, a golden fireball. Hmm. Time to boom! Well, I could play a different deck. It's not like my decks are great. Alright, we win. And by that I meant I needed that to not hit Dr. Boom. And because it didn't, I win. If that would have hit Dr. Boom, I would have been screwed. Okay, 500 on the night. Good deal. So yeah, other than Warrior, which I lost twice to, I went 3-1 against everything else. I actually won once against Warrior, so not too bad. So 1-2 against Warrior and 2-1 against everything else. Alright, so that's it for the stream that's going up on YouTube. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. And for those of you in the chat, stick around, and I guess I'm going to be dueling Zarb. So thanks for watching. See y'all next time. So long.